Hello, everyone. This is Evelyn of Evelyn's Creations. Welcome to our live YouTube channel on Thursday nights. And I got a lot of coaching tonight. If this is your first time watching me, I invite you to come in and sit with us for the next hour. If you can't stay for the whole hour, please come back and revisit the live, because I give you lots of nuggets on how to increase your potential of earnings with your own gift from the Creator. Whoever your creator is, the goal is to help you enhance your gift and get out and to know that you can make multiple talents with the one talent that you may recognize. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the homework assignment we had. Week before last, I asked everybody to make a moo dress. And you sent me some pictures of your moo dresses. As you can see, I'm still at work. People are still calling. I want you to know that the moo dress should be one of the quickest dresses that you should make, even if it takes you all day to make the first one. A moo dress is actually a straight piece of cloth with a neckline and some open sleeves, okay? A moo dress does not have a set-in sleeve. Now, some of you can put a set-in sleeve, but a moo dress is a simple dress. It is a simple dress. It is actually just the fabric folded in half, a round neck, and straight down the side, whatever size the fabric is. You can leave a little bit of inch on each side, and you sew straight on top. You can hem the edges and sew straight down. It's not a fit-em. It's a expression of fabric. It's a feeling of freedom. Okay. Some of you showed me some difficult moo dresses. Now, a difficult moo dress for a beginner is one that has a binding and one that has a set-in sleeve. Okay. When it has a binding and a set-in sleeve, that actually makes it a regular shift dress. Okay, a moo dress is simply, I'm going to see, can I show you with a piece of paper? It's simply like, this is your fabric. You just cut a little hole right here for the neck, wide enough your head to go in it. No zipper, no back seam, no front seam. A moo dress is the fabric folded in half. If you got 2 yards of fabric or 3 yards of fabric, fold the fabric directly in half, cut the neckline out. Do not add a sleeve. All you do is sew straight down. Some of them, they sew straight, like in the middle, right here. So a seam here and a seam here. You have a split on the side, about 3 or 4 inches from the bottom, and you hem the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna go back over. What is a moo dress? A moo dress means get me there, get me there, get me there. Okay. No, when I say no seam binding, that means you just turn the bottom under like this. And when you get to the end, you pinch your sleeve. Now, when you sew this, you just sew it under twice so you don't see the raw edges. You sew your fabric, you fold your fabric under like that. You sew it across. When you get to the corners, it'll be a little pucker. So you go with your little scissors and you snip. Okay. You sew down right here. You leave enough for your arm to come out. Like, this is your armhole to come out. And then you sew down. Moo means simple, simplicity. Any fabric. You can do a denim moo. You can do a silk moo. You can do a cotton moo. You can do, what else? Gabardine. You know what I mean? Lace. All right. Moo dress means just get it done. It's quick and simple. You do not have to do a seam binding. If you do a seam binding, like I saw a beautiful one today, but it's not really a moo. It's really a dress. A moo is simple. It's just, look, you got 2 shoulder seams, you got the armhole open, and you got a split on the side. It can fit a 2 to a 26 or a 28. It's just flowing. Okay, it's just flowing. It's almost like a dancer, just flowing. It doesn't make any shifts. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I was talking to you about the muumuu dresses. Guess what happened to me? I got a call from a client that had me on the line with the military in Georgia. I think it's Fort Bragg in Georgia. I think it's Hinesville. But anyway, it's a military, one of the United States military bases. And they said, look, we saw you talking about muumuu dresses. Would you make something for our pregnant women on the military base? I said, oh, very small world, right? So I says, okay, I'm gonna show you some samples of my muumuu dresses. Now I'm trying to tell y'all how to make muumuu dresses. I got a lot of stuff to make, right? So anyway, long story short, I got the order. I started making the muumuu dresses, and the first name that pop up that need a muumuu dress is one of my relatives. One of my nieces in the military in Georgia needed, and she was applying for a muumuu dress. Let me tell you how good God is. Such a short, small world, right? So anyway, they'll have those dresses tomorrow. They'll try them on. Some of the women are very tall, and they want some really nice quality muumuu dresses. These were quality muumuu dresses. They're pregnant, but I also put darts and pleats in them so they could wear them after pregnancy. So I'm just telling you how a muumuu dress can look like it's just something just thrown over there, but it can be also a maternity dress, because I didn't even realize, people are not really making maternity clothes anymore. So if you're making the muumuu dresses and you're taking my coaching and you have it as one of your items, I want you to include one line as a maternity dress as one of the tag words, okay? We're going to get back to the coaching, but I want you to know just how good those muumuu dresses can go, and they never go out of style. They're really quick. Quick means it can be, if you do it and press it, it could be a 30-minute dress. Okay. If you're making 6 or 7 of them, you can probably do 8.5 a day. Right. And that's front to back. It's no measuring, no cutting. Bam. Some of you gave me dresses with ruffles. They looked so good, but a muumuu means simple. Okay. Simple. It's always like to the ankle. And it depends on how tall you are. Okay. We're going to get back. So we had the muumuu dresses for homework. We also, last week, we had jewelry. I wanted you to make some jewelry. And this week, I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Your homework assignment this week is to make a hat. This is a popular hat that I make. Now, this is like making a hat, but not making a hat. This is a hat that I actually put a piece of mud cloth fabric on it. I always like to buy some solids or dye my own mud cloth, but it can be done with any fabric where you take a hat, you give it an upgrade. I did some painting on the hat, and I put my pheasant feather, which is my favorite feather in the whole wide world. That's the chicken that don't get no attention. That's the chicken that give you the good eggs, but it don't really look that good. But I love this feather, the pheasant feather. So it's blowing because I have my fan on. But that's what the homework this week is, the feathers. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to be on vacation next week. So I'm going to give you a double hitter this week. On Sunday night, I will be on at 8:30. It'll be a 30-minute chit chat with me for 30 minutes. Those who have questions, those who are in the coaching, who got desires, who need some help, who needs us to talk to them, and nudge them. Just give me a text between now and, I would say now and Sunday morning by 12:00 p.m. Give me your questions that you may have, because next week I will be doing a family thing, and I want to make sure that nobody is needing help while I'm out. Okay, so that's my schedule for next week. Okay, let's get to the business. Tonight's topic is life is tough. Give it all you got. I mean, life is tough. Life is so tough right now, everybody. And I'm going to tell you what tough is. Tough is things that you cannot control. So this is the first time ever that I really feel that I need to put a face with something that is really tough for a member right now. And I've been praying about how to deliver this, and I prayed about it, and my prayers was answered, and I want to tell you what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, this particular video, YouTube has started a lot of different things. So when you come back and watch this video, there may be more ads on this video because they're trying to juggle more views and so forth. So just hang in there if you're looking at this for the second or third time. Okay, because when it comes back, there'll be a lot of ads, and the ads is they're trying to get me not to leave and make more money. But I'm not gonna leave as long as I got members. If members are paying their membership, I'm gonna still be here for you as long as I possibly can. With that being said, hold this thought. I'm gonna read off the membership because if it wasn't for members, I would not be here, truly. So we got to go with the membership. This is the members that are active today these are our sheroes and heroes who got some skin in it. That means they putting the work in. That means they're texting me. That means they're calling me. That means that they're saying, how do I do this? Where do I go wrong? How did I go wrong? How do I fix this? Should I do this? Should I pay for this? Should I pay for that? A lot of times my answers are no, 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 no. You're not ready yet. Save that money for something else. So I want you to know the people who are really serious about getting it. And I know a lot of you are watching that want to be serious, but for some reason right now, it's not the right time. And when the right time comes, you will be here. I'm telling you. So when you're thinking about getting the coaching, because next year it has to go up again. You know, every year everything has to go up. So this is the number for coaching, 407-590-8767. That's 407-590-8767. It's a year for coaching. It's $1,500. It averages out to be $125 a week, but it's nonstop. When I give you the requirements of what I'm supposed to do for you for coaching, believe me, I'm over five times more than what's on that list because I'm answering a lot of questions. I'm taking your calls. I'm returning your messages. I am in it. I'm in it as if it was me striving to make it. But before I go any further, let me give you the people that got some skin in it. All right. I'm a country girl. Y'all saw me doing all that yard work, right? Because I'm country and I go out there. I don't need no Mexican. I love Mexicans. I do my own yard work. I do my own planting. Okay, here we go. Pink Pizzazz. Pink Pizzazz. How you doing, Pink? Jasmine. Brenda Stepney. I love you, Brenda. How you doing? I'm enjoying my lampshade. What the Him? What the Him showed me a nice blouse. Annette Moody. Shamira Customs. Masterpiece Design, already international, selling stuff in Romania. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Don't tell me coaching don't work. Don't tell me that. Her name is MP, and that's not MP to rock, zip, 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 zip. Her name is MP, Masterpiece Design out of North Kakalaki, y'all. She doing it up, all right? Denise Watson, Life versus Living by Lorraine. Cindy Soho Boho. Indigo Silks, Liz Wilson, Queen of Hearts, Mildred Desserts, Sweet Pearl Creations, Dewana Green, Patricia, Blessings, Mary Jones, Gwendolyn Member Starbs, Daughters of Zion, Sharon Courts, Constance Clinton, Awanda Brown, Tracy Davis, Jean Robinson, Ellen Banks, Alice Barnhart, Michelle Stringer, Gianna's Hodgepodge, Bernice Thompson, Carolyn Royal, Nina Rose Treasures, Learline Rockingham, Luminon Laser, Angela Hamilton, Miss T from the SIP, and Linda Brown. Okay, tonight, before I get started, I got to tell you why I chose this topic. We have a member in Mississippi. Her name is Learline Rockingham. And I want to share with you something very dear and very, very heartbreaking. That's why I chose this topic, which says life is tough. She may not be on tonight, and she may not be on for a few weeks or so, but there's a devastating thing that happened to her. And when I got it, I was just sunken. So when you come back and watch this video, I'm going to have this picture of this beautiful young lady on it because I feel that Anybody that see my videos from now on should know her name, because I am community and I am very unselfish. I'm a caring, working person. I speak to everybody. If you got a garbage man, I'm gonna speak to you. I'm the kind of person, when you walk up around my neighborhood and there's somebody drop some paper, they go down and pick it up. There go Miss Evelyn. Okay. So Miss Lurleen Rockingham has had, we all have had deaths in our family. And some of us have had deaths more recent than others. But Miss Lurleen reached out to me last week, and she was working in her sewing room, and she said that this is the only place that she can feel safe. When she was talking to me, she said sewing is the only place that I can get peace and feel safe. And what happened to her or her family last week, she had already had a death in June, had a death in July, and now she had a death in August. But this particular person was her granddaughter. And if anybody know anybody that has grandchildren, I haven't been blessed to have children or have grandchildren. I bless a lot of children, but I haven't. But I see a lot of people that love on their grandchildren so much when they come to my stores. I just see love that I've never seen before. A grandchild is more love, more so than a child, right? Well, Miss Lurleen lost her granddaughter to a drunk driver. And I want you to know her name. Now, she was an expounding young lady. She was in college. She was Greek. She was going to school to be a chemist. You know how they're trying to get rid of all our diseases, or not giving you the vaccine for the diseases? They're not getting rid of diseases, excuse me. They're working on not vaccinating our children that prevent them from getting diseases. Where Miss Lurleen from Mississippi lost her granddaughter in St. Louis, Missouri last week. And she was hit in a car crash by a drunken driver. And she is so devastated. I mean, she's so devastated. So I said, I'm going to dedicate this to her. This is her daughter. Her daughter name is Kennedy. Her granddaughter name is Kennedy. She was 26 years young, and she was hit by a drunk driver last week in St. Louis, Missouri. Her service was today in St. Louis, and her final resting place will be in Mississippi this coming Saturday. Okay? She had so much to offer for the world, and it was taken by a drunken driver. Now, this is her with her AKA sorority. And the AKA, her AKAs was having her funeral today in St. Louis. And then she will be shipped to Mississippi. So what I wanted to say, if you're going through something, you think it's hard, think about that. I mean, your rising star, the person gonna go and find cure for illnesses, that's active in a sorority, 26 years young, and her life is snatched away. So on behalf of everybody, Miss Lurleen, from all your partners in crime, the Evelyn's Creations YouTube channel, we're going to dedicate this video to your granddaughter and you. And it will be on a picture when you see the thumbnail. She's given me permission, and she wants the world to know to pray for her and her family as they grieve their rising star, as they deal with mothers, advocates of drunk drivers, and grandmothers of advocates of drunk drivers. Advocates meaning they want to get rid of the drunk driving. I want you to know it's hard. Life is so hard. And then you get hit with a rock like that. And so I suggested to Miss Lurleen to make a quilt. I said, make a quilt, get all her pictures, all her accomplishments, and make that quilt. And she said, great, great idea. So what she can do now as she's grieving, she can make memorabilia that she could always have Kennedy by her side. Okay. I mean, Kennedy looks so beautiful. I mean, when you read all the things she had done at 26 years young, you're just like, wow. But you know, they said God always takes a flower. He takes a flower because if it's a flower, we look at it like, why? Why? You know? But if he takes a bomb, he was like, okay, well, you know, he probably had that coming, right? Not to make light of it. But what I'm saying is when we have someone that's this dedicated to science and looking at what can I do to make the world a better place, and then the life is taken away, it's very, very difficult. And all I want to say, Miss Lurleen, is that you have been a faithful boot camp member from from the time I flipped the channel on. And you have your health issues, and you get hit with this other bomb, and it's heart wrenching. So, everybody, if you could, by the end of this text, just say something nice to Miss Lurleen. It's Learlean, Miss Lurleen. That's her name, Lurleen Rockingham. And I just, you know, if it's a prayer or it's a hug, an emoji for anything, we're dedicating this to her and her family as she waits to receive the remains of her granddaughter. And the service will be Saturday. So we want to, you know, let her know that we care for her and we're with her. And we just send her all our prayers. Okay. Okay, now let me get it together. That was tough. Get it together. We're gonna start talking about the topic tonight. While life is tough, give it all you got. Now, reason I taught that was especially for Kennedy, but also when you're dealing with your business and you're striving to get ahead in your business and doing things in your business. I talked to a few members within the last couple of days, and I want to share with you what we're going through as the boot camp members that's getting in the grind, that's building credit, that's getting things together. First of all, if you're starting out with me, stay in touch with me. And the reason being is because when you start doing certain things, I don't want you to have a setback. A setback is when you start applying for stuff and there's a setback, you know, like you're not ready for that yet, or you don't have everything ready for that yet. And what's happening because I know you all know this, right? AI is getting so crazy with AI because one company owns this AI, another company owns this AI, and they bumping heads. And they're trying to figure out who's the best, who's the strongest. So whenever you do something now, it goes through an AI rhythm. And the AI rhythm meaning, and I'm gonna say this, and this is respectfully, right? When I start giving you information, some of you just say, I'm never gonna pay for coaching. I'm just gonna listen to her videos and I'm gonna figure it out. Well, hey, give yourself 2 hands on the back, go for it. I would never do it, but go for it. Go for it. And it's not that you can't afford it. It's just that you don't want to make the sacrifice for it. Okay. Let's be clear. There's no shortage of money. It's where you put your money at. Okay. So when you start getting the coaching and you get to a roadblock, ask the question, take a pause, give me a chance to answer it because I do work full time. I will return your call within 24 hours or your text in 24 hours. Okay. Usually it's a whole lot shorter, but I give myself time. When you apply, these are from my boot camp members who are there and who said, okay, I'm gonna see this, or I see her over this and I see her over that. Some of you are investigating me. Thank you. Thank you for investigating me, because if you investigate me, you're gonna say, okay, she's real. She got a phone number. I can call the number. I can talk to her. I'm not gonna give my money to nobody unless she's real. I'm not gonna even give a conversation unless she's real. Then I'm telling you, this is where you want to be. Okay. And I applaud those. And if you give me a number, if you give my number to a relative of yours or a friend of yours, I'm gonna call them back as long as it doesn't say spam, because I want you to know that I'm real, and I want you to know that business is real. Now, the reason I say that is because when you're starting to do your own thing and you start applying for credit, if you miss one dot, if you do one thing, if you don't slow down and take it right, you'll have to hit the reset button. And the reset button stops your money. It stops you from getting your money. Okay, I'm gonna give you a question real quick because I want to make sure I don't go over tonight. The reason I don't, because I got some clients I gotta do tomorrow and I need to be fresh after I get out of my garden. Okay. When you do something, ask the question, give me time to answer the question, and let's see how it goes. Okay. For instance, if you start trying to get online, what do people do? When do people buy? I'm going to ask you the question and I'm going to answer the question. When do people buy? When they buy online. They buy when they trust. They buy from you when they trust you. Okay? So here we go. Be like this. I'm online. I'm using this as a metaphor. Okay, somebody said they got this to sell. Somebody said they got that to sell. They got that to sell. They got that to sell. I'm gonna look at my folder. Who got what? Who got this? Okay, you got this. You got this. Who got all this good stuff? Okay, somebody got some good stuff, but I don't know who that is. They just came on the ship. You know, I don't know if there's AI or not. Is that a real person? Excuse me. They check it all out and they say, everything checked off, but I don't know if there's a real person. Let's see if they got some money in the bank. Because look, money, it take money to make money, right? It take money to make money. It used to be that when they check you, you only had to have $200 in the bank. Then they said $300 in the bank. Now they say $500 in the bank. Okay? If you have some money in the bank before you apply, that's another checkoff that you're not an AI. And you know how money has to rotate in your account. All right? So I'm saying that to say to you is that when they have all of these customers waiting on you because they see your stuff and it looks real, you got your hand on it, like I said, you got your 12 pictures, you got your video, you got all the things checked off. They look for the one thing that you can't see. And that's when they think that you are a scam. All right. And once you have a scam on you, they have a question mark by you. And they say, I don't know. So you may have so many people wanting what you have. But if you don't go in slow and make it happen right, ask me every question. Ask me every question. Okay. And I will tell you, no, not yet. Yes. Okay. Answer this. Yes. Apply for this. Apply for that. You got that? Okay. Here's 3 more people to apply for. Okay. You got that? You got more. Okay. And you and I got a member. She did everything I said. I said, I want you to apply for this today. She said, okay. I said, in fact, I'm gonna give you till tomorrow. Apply for all of them. They're not gonna do a credit pull. They're just gonna check to see if your business open. They check to see your business over. Credit, everything. Yes, yes, yes. When I said life is hard, it's hard if you don't pay attention. If you pay attention, it can still be hard because you got to stop and make the phone call, right? You got to block the distractions. Okay, so you make the phone call, you talk, you verify that I'm telling you that's a real company. That's great. You verify going online to see how long they've been in business. That's great. All right. Now you got these other lines of credit. And when you get in these other lines of credit, I want you to see this. This is a real coaching class tonight, everybody. When people go out of business, why do they go out of business? It's because they don't have no customers. It's because they have a bad product. It's because they're in a bad location. It's because they don't have no help. Which one of those is why people go out of business? No product, no help, bad location. Which one? 95% of all people that go out of business because they don't have no money. They have no money. They have no resource. They have no credit because they go into the wrong place to get the credit, like the bank. They go into the bank to get the money. Banks are really not there to give you the money. Banks get money from other people to fund your house or your car. Okay. There are a lot of people out there that give money and funding that is credible, that give you money to operate your business. That's easier than the bank and have a less credit rating, a less interest rate. Okay. Those that are in the coaching, that's where I'm leading you to. I'm leading you to getting money for your funding for your business so you can leave your personal money in your personal account. Okay. And your regular capital that you make from your business in your business account. Okay. I'm going to tell you why you do that. I'm going to tell you why you see multiple stores. When you buy wholesale and you have the capital or the line of credit, you have to buy a lot. And once you supply your needs, say it's a grocery store. Let's go with Walmart. Walmart has a grocery store. So big. Groceries over here, apparel, everything else, tires, everything, right? Now people say, I just want groceries. Well, Walmart buy all these groceries, so they got enough groceries they can take from this store and do just a marketplace just with groceries. That's the same thing gonna happen to you. When you start buying so much merchandise, you're gonna have online, then you're gonna have a showroom, and then you might have a small store because you're buying in bulk and you won't run out. So how do you do that if you have no money? You have credit. How do you get credit? You get coaching to get the credit to build your value. So what happens when you get all this money, you got all this credit, and you say, what do I do now? You buy real estate or you invest. Where's the best place to park your money? The best place to park your money is in real estate, because if you park your money in real estate, guess what? The value goes up. If you buy certain stocks and bonds, the value will fluctuate. Now, I'm not saying don't buy stocks and bonds. I'm just saying most of us right now know that real estate is a prime opportunity. There's a lack of housing, and there's definitely a lack of affordable housing. So when we take the baby steps and we feel like, okay, I got my business, I'm doing well, I got capital, I'm not using my money. I'm going to tell you how you get really wealthy with business. What happens is, when you start getting your large, remember we talked last week about Constance getting her $8,000 card, her first credit card for her business was $8,000. I want y'all to tell me who will get the money back. Who gonna get the money back, y'all? I just got $8,000. What you gonna do with it? Liz, are you out there? Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you was granted $8,000, I'm gonna tell you what the comments were last week. Somebody said, I'll pay my house off. I'll buy me a room for just my sewing. Oh, I'll buy new equipment. Oh, I'll buy this. I'll buy that. Well, that's great, because that's what that's for, right? Okay. But when you get that one, guess what? There's many, many more trying to get to you now. So when they're trying to get to you, you got to have a different mindset, because you're going from a consumer to a business owner to a multi-millionaire business owner. So you have to have your mind constantly saying, I'm in this coaching, I'm listening to this woman. What is it in it for me? And the thing is, it's the world. When I said life is tough, it's tough because we don't know how to use it to our advantage. It's tough when we don't know how to, when we don't study. When we don't study what it takes to get to the next level. And as I say, it doesn't matter the age, right? If you're 90 years old, should you not go on a cruise? If you're 95 years old, should you not have money in the bank? If you're 95, if you're 99, you shouldn't have a car and drive a license. So don't put yourself in a small box. Put yourself in the sky is the limit. Okay, I got another thing I need you to know. When you start getting this line of credit, Remember, she listened to me. She got a website up. She got her another website where she can also get money from this website. Lord have mercy. Somebody do the Holy Ghost dance and dance around it. Go around your sewing room and dance around it. If you've been to church and somebody you want to like, oh, God done been good to them. That's what you got to do when God open up lines of credit for your business and you've been working and sweating. Remember what Constance said? I've been working so hard. Well, okay. And so have I. And so has she. So Mary working hard, right? Lillian working hard, right? Mary John, who ain't working hard? Everybody working hard, right? So that don't mean you deserve no credit. That means you need to figure out how to get it to come to you. Remember I said no lackage of money? Okay, so here we go. Here's the story. You get the line of credit. Now, when you start shopping for credit, you're going to get the credit. Listen to me. You're going to get the credit. Just say, I'll take it. You ain't got to worry about what you're going to do to it, but whatever you do, don't give it back. All right? Do not get the money back. No. Go have a nap. Go have a nap like right now. Okay? And if you have a nap, you better call me and say, Miss Evan, what am I doing? You're doing fine, baby. You're doing fine. Okay, so anyway, how you get 60 days to pay your bills? You know how your light bill come? I'm gonna tell you how to do this. Once you start getting the coaching and you get your lines of credit, let me tell you some secrets to success. Okay, you making your things in your home, right? So you're using your light bill. You eating. You get some type of credit for lunch. You gotta wash your clothes. You gotta do this. You gotta dye your fabric. So a part of your house is gonna be part of that. So when you get your money, then you can start paying some of your personal bills with that because that's a business expense, right? And then when it comes to paying your credit card, you got another 30 days. Once you have that money sitting in your bank account and use your credit to pay your bills, then what happens is you say, well, I'm not used to using a credit card like that. That's because you haven't been shown how to do it like that. Pay your bills with the card. Pay the bills with your business credit card. Whatever you consider is a business expense that you're using, pay it with that. Then you got your bill come every 30 days. Now you pay it with your card. You got another 30 days, right? That's 60 days. Now that's 60 days, your money in your personal account is raising up. So your credit score is being protected, right? Now, when you take your money from your sewing, because you ready. I'm ready. Moo, skirts, dresses, hats. I got it. You want some? Here you go. All right, get the money, pay your credit card. But when you pay your business credit card, your business, say you got $1,000 on your business credit card, hypothetically, you might have 5,000. And your amount might be to pay $500. Okay, you pay $550. Now, you say, well, I don't want to pay no interest. Well, interest is part of business. So if you have to pay interest on it, it's called a business expense. Don't fall down because I got to pay interest. It's called a business expense. So you don't feel so bad. You got the business expense. You pay on the card. The business will have debt. And the debt on the business is separate from the debt on a personal credit card. The business on a business card means you got bills and you're working on your bills. And every business has bills. Find a business that don't have bills. Okay? You're not going to find a business that don't have bills because money has to rotate. It goes in, it goes out. Whatever you can shave off, you reinvest in another project, right? So when you getting this, now when I'm telling you this, because I know people, I got 2 or 3 superstars right up here. And I'm sharing you their experiences. So those who are paying for the coaching coming behind them and those who preparing to get coaching can see how it works. And you can see that I'm real and you can see that I'm worth every fraction of your time and your energy if you're serious. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm drinking coconut water right now. I'm not a sponsor, but I'm drinking coconut water. Okay, if you were going to buy something from the companies that I told you, I said, I want you to buy something from this company. All right. Coconut water. This coconut water cost me $3. This coconut water cost me $5. Okay. If you were a consumer only and you had not tasted coconut water, you probably would buy the cheaper coconut water. If you were getting a business coaching, I would tell you to buy the more expensive coconut because of who you're buying it from. Now you'll say, now, Miss Evelyn, I don't need no coconut water. I know she's laughing at me. Miss Evelyn, I don't need no paper towels. Okay. You need some paper? Like Uline. Uline. Mr. Uline came to see me, y'all, yesterday. The general manager of Uline came to my store and said, I need to see you. You buying a lot of boxes. Now I told them, don't let nobody interrupt me. But when Mr. Uline came in, they said, she might take you, right? Okay, Mr. Uline gonna charge me more money for the coconut water. They're gonna charge me more money for the paper. They might charge me more money for the printer ink. But what Mr. Uline gonna do? Mr. Uline will charge me tax. No, they won't charge me tax. They'll charge me shipping and handling. The more I buy, they'll give me a bulk rate. They also will make my boxes for me. They asked me yesterday, what kind of boxes you may be needing? What are you making right now? We'll make you some free boxes and let you see how you like them. Okay. Okay. So why would I buy something from Mr. Uline than from the thrift store? Why would I do that? Anyone make an answer for me? Okay, Mr. Uline has more items, consistency, price is a little bit more, but I'm going to get it within 24 to 48 hours. I don't have to leave my store. Okay. Somebody else have it for a fraction of the price. I don't know what they have, how many they got it, how many they have, if they got it or not, but I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try to dig under something, see if they got it. That's not how business works. If I tell you to do something, I can believe me. I have researched it, I've done it, and it's time consuming and it builds credit. The key to it is building credit. Okay. If you go with the stores, it's like this. If you go to church and everybody got on the same robe and everybody singing the same song and everybody just, get you off your seat, they get you done, that's a group, and the group stick together. The group know when somebody's feeling the spirit and it soars and it rewards the singer. Okay. You get with your boys or your girls, there's jealousy and envy. Okay. They're gonna try to take the price down 50 cents, take the price down $1, take the price up 50 cents, take the price up $1. Well, when you go with Uline, the price is consistent. But guess what? Uline is in the choir with all the big boys. Okay. All the big boys, all the companies that's running America, that's running China. They doing numbers. They sing with the same people. They got the same voice, right? So when you're looking for that $100,000 or $500,000 or $500,000, do you think they're going to come to you because you went to the thrift store and bought something cheaper than theirs? Or do you think they're going to come to you because you got some skin in it? And it doesn't matter how much you spend, as long as you spend the minimum. So the coaching now have gone from getting yourself online, getting noticed, like Masterpiece Designs' first item online is already in Romania. And I said, do you know where that is? Do you know your first order is international? So I printed out the map. And for those who don't know where Romania is, it's up there by Ukraine, y'all. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? So remember when I said, don't throw your pole right around the porch? Well, Marion, she done threw it way out there, catching fish all the way over in the seas and over here. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? It's a lot more out there, Miriam. It's a lot more. Just stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with something simple. She got this item down that she can do. She said, I probably could do it in 25 or 30 minutes. Okay, if you're making an item and it take you all day, let it take you all day. Okay, get it from a day to a half a day, from a half a day to 5 hours, and 5 hours, 2 hours, to 2 hours to 30 minutes. Whatever you do, don't quit, because life is tough. Just imagine Miss Lillian working through a struggle. Life is tough. And we got to fight. We got to fight for our money, our right to be here. Okay? And I'm serious because some of you are right on the edge. And when you're on the edge, don't close up your hand. I ain't got nothing over there. I don't like nothing they sell. Well, you better learn how to like it. I'm serious. Them batteries cost you $10. You don't get but 2. Buy them batteries. Because if a storm come in your life and your house is flattened like that, I'm talking about like that. You know, when a storm come, it just flatten your house. And you got to go get an RV or a generator or lights or fly or rebuild, and insurance money ain't coming fast enough. You better have these small companies that I'm building right now is going to get you set up for any disaster that could happen to you. And you better believe it. So if you sitting on the porch, oh, she just a little black woman, got a couple stores, and I just hearing her, she want me to pay her $1,500. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Pay me $5,000. It's worth more than that. It's worth way more than that, because you can set up with the big boys. And when you say their name, okay, you say some people's name, you can stamp approval, right? Because you know they're going to pay you. You get with certain insurance companies, you say, I'm going with them because I know they pay. Well, when you get in the pool with business people that do business and they open their doors early for you to come in because you're a business owner, and they speak to you and they give you coffee and they say, how are you doing? How's business? I walk in Sam's the other morning, I'm looking for plants and stuff. I saw they had a sale, and I saw this little white lady. She was just walking behind me, and I was like, hello, how are you? And she said, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just love what you have on. Where did you get that? I said, oh, here it is. I said, I make them. I had on some big Palazzo pants. Oh, I make them. And she said, can I have a card? But she was a business owner in there early. And then I'm buying all these plants, and they said, oh, wow, are you selling plants? No, I'm not selling plants. I'm redoing my front yard. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you got to get in the bed with people that are doing it. They doing it, y'all. They doing it, and they never stop. And it's not about race. Okay? It's not about prejudice. It's not about, oh, they don't like me. No. When you put your business in the slot, in your city, in your state, and you have a business number, you automatically, listen to me, if you're doing a business, you automatically get a Dun & Bradstreet number. A Dun & Bradstreet number, DUNN BRADSTREET. Okay, I'm not a teacher, but I am a teacher, but I'm a coach, not a teacher. Anyway, when you're doing this, you get in the bed with people that want to do business with you, and they want you to succeed. And the reason you can succeed because you have enough credit. You don't need money. When you do business with somebody, it comes from customer to client. When you have a customer, you need to get paid. When you have a client, you are assured you're going to get paid. Customer is somebody that just came in the first time. You don't know them. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I like this. You do the dance. Oh, yeah, you want this? Oh, yeah. Okay, you want this? You can have it tomorrow. Pay me my $250. Politely. You'll get a head wrap and earrings with that complimentary. And come in tomorrow. Please be on time. If you can't make it, please let me know. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you have 2 days to get this complete. If you can't get it in 2 days, I'm going to have to push you back for a week or two. Okay, I will be here. You pay my money. When you pay your money, you pay attention, right? Pay my money, you pay attention. All right. When you pay on your business accounts, they pay attention. They don't want all the money. They just want you to pay them something. All right. If you got it all, pay it all. But get your personal money out of your business part. Get your business money over there. You know what I mean? The right hand over here and the left hand over there. They say what's grandma say? Don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. The left hand is, I can do this, I can do this. And the right hand stirring the chicken, cooking it up. And then the left hand saying, you might need some new pots. Go sell that dress. Let's get these pots made. You buy the pots. Now you can pay the credit card off. Now you got good pots. Okay, you start back over. Okay. Right hand don't know you need the pots. But the left hand say you need the pots. You need the landscape. You need to be feeling good when you come home. Go put some new plants down there. Don't worry about it. Somebody gonna buy something. You'll get a payday one day this week. I'm here to tell y'all. I just want you to know when you're in the coaching, the main thing about coaching is you have to turn your regular way of thinking off and stop looking for a deal. Okay? I'm gonna get real raw right now. You know how you look for a mate? And you look for a mate, he might look really good, male or female. She might look really good. And you say, "Oh, I just gonna kill her." You know, all the songs say, "Oh, it just make my skin feel good." But then when you get the mate, and the mate, like, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't want no kids, I don't want to see your mom or your daddy. Could be either one, right? Then you realize it wasn't a good fit, it wasn't a good catch, right? So, but when you get with somebody that's showing you the way, you don't care about my skin color. You don't care if I have children. You don't care if I have a store. All you care about is, can she get me to second base? Because I'm in the stands right now. I'm going to get up to first base. Can she get me to a home run? Can she knock the daggone thing out the park? Okay? And the answer is, excuse my French, hell yeah. She going to do it because you got it, but you got to listen. Buy the batteries for $10. Come on now. You know how much money we throw away? Go on a diet. Eat a salad. Buy the batteries. Buy the bleach. Buy 4 cans of bleach. You know what it is? I'm going to tell you what happens. When you start using business credit, it gives you more time. And don't they deserve money? Because when you buy that $5 bottle of bleach, and you can get it at Walmart or Winn-Dixie or Kroger's or Keys, you can get it for $1.99, $2. You only worth what you spend. Remember that. You are only worth what you spend. So if you spend $1.99 and plus the tax, you know what I mean? You spent $2.13. That's all you worth to them. But if you spend $100 buying your bleach, your Windex, your paper towels, your toilet paper, your smell goods for your store, your air fresheners, if you spend that, they automatically give you $1,000 line of credit. Wow. But guess what they did? They brought it to you to your front door. Time is money. You can email the order. You ain't got to talk to them. Time is money. You can return if it don't work with a call tag. Time is money. But now when you bought the $1.99 bleach and then it's spilled in your car, you want to go complain, you got to go back up there. You got to stand in line. You got to tell them about your complaint. You're going to take your bill that your carpet got messed up in your brand new car. You need to go get the money back. It can take you 6 months to a year to get a refund, and you probably never go back there again for $2.13. We got to think bigger. We got to think broader. And look, it's not respectfully, it's not that it's uncommon. It's just the way we program. Of course you want to buy the cheapest item with quality. Of course you want to go out and get outside to get these things. But look at the big picture. Everything is happening so quickly now. And we need more money than we can actually sew or crochet or paint. We need more money. I mean, if you're looking at when I make the money, then I'm gonna do this. When I make the money, I'm gonna do that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Anytime you're trying to grow, you have to make sacrifices. Anytime you're trying to get somewhere that nobody else has done, remind you, people watching you. People are watching you. Whenever you see something and it's getting done, it's because you got to push through it. This last member just came on. She had to push through it. Miss Evelyn, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. We worked 3 days to get her in there, and she got it, y'all. She got it. She said, I'm gonna stand up to the pain. It hurts. It aches. But I've been watching you for 9 months. I can't take another video without getting in that coach. And she got in it. Okay. And I'm basically I'm starting her from scratch. Okay, let's look at the sewing machine. Let's see how it works. I got a side one just in case of some breakdown. Okay, let's order machine. Okay, hit the pedal. Let's run it, baby. Let's run it. Bam, bam, bam. And we got it. Okay. It's just that easy if you're persistent, and you can't get upset because you don't have it right now. Figure out the sacrifice, because life is hard. It's harder now than ever because everybody's addicted to social media. Nobody is addicted to really working. We're addicted to getting a check on time all the time. The checks are the same, but the bills are 2 and 3 times more. Why don't we have money left? So we got to be more creative. We got to figure out, what do I need to give me peace of mind? Because you know what? Hard workers gonna continue to work hard, because that's how we do it. Okay, that's how we do it. They got so tired of me. Let me tell you something. The man got so tired of me coming to Lowe's to get mulch. He said, tell her to come to the back of the store, let the truck down, and I'm going to put a pallet of the stuff on her truck. We ain't slinging all them bags no more. And that's what's going to happen to you. When you get out of your comfort zone and people see you are serious. In fact, he said, ma'am, I got some busted bags. You're going to open them up anyway. Can I give you all them busted bags? I said, sure. Here you go. He gave me the busted bag. So what I'm saying is, like the military, right? I heard you talking about muumuu dresses. Can you make some for our pregnant women on the base in Georgia? And happened to be one of my nieces. And then she 5'9". You know how good she gonna look on the base walking around in the office now because she's pregnant. You know, it's you know, you got families on bases, so mothers and husbands, and they get pregnant and they have babies, and the base and the place where they buy food don't have no maternity dresses, you know. So she said, I want me some maternity dresses, and they came and made an order and say, who can make some African permanent dresses for our Black soldiers? I would have made any kind of dress for that account. Okay. So I sent the samples. They're going to get them by Saturday. They get mail on Saturday at the base. They get them by Saturday. I hear something from them. Okay. So what I'm saying to you all tonight, life is hard. For those who are in the coaching program, you are doing, all of you are coming out of your comfort zone. There's nobody that's in the coaching right now that's not getting very serious about what they're going to do next. How are they going to make this next item? And I want you to know something. If something is very difficult for you right now, like what you're making, like I make this item. When you first make something, you play with it and you do all these fancy things and you love it and you put it on or you show it and you're like, oh, I'm so happy I made that. And then you get a, oh, wow moment because the orders come in. And now the pretty thing that you made is taxing. Do I need to press it? It's not fitting right. I'm not getting it right. And it's because you got to get in a sweet spot. Now, what I suggest to you, when you're making a difficult thing and you like making difficult things, before you sit down to work on that difficult thing, make a simple thing. Get the rhythm going. Like I suggested, make some scarves to go around your neck. Take 9 inches of fabric, fold it in half on the wrong side, run it down 42 inches, invert it, and make some scarves. And make 5 scarves. Press it down, put a point on the end or keep it square, and you build some inventory. In other words, it's like a car. You know, you don't supposed to turn on the car and take off. If you're doing that, stop it. Turn the car, let it warm up a little bit, and then gradually take off. And this is what I do. I turn on my truck or my car. I whisper a prayer to make myself slow down. And say, Lord, whatever you have for me today, please let it be a blessing to me and those who pay. and those who receive. And even if they don't pay, it's a blessing to me and to them. Okay. So that makes me slow down. That's my morning prayer every morning before I get in and hit go. Because once I hit go, I'm going. I'm juggling with every kind of stuff that can hit me. I'm pow, 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 poop, poop. I got to get it all out. What are y'all doing? What you need? What's going on? Not that nasty, but it's just like, what is it? I want to make sure everybody's okay. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have a 16-year-old needed something. I had an 85-year-old needed something. I had a 26-year-old that's like Kennedy needed something. I had a 40-something need something. And they all was from different parts of this community. One was going to the Stellar Awards. One was going to a birthday party. One was going to a wedding. One is going to his 85th birthday party. What do they all have in common? Me. And what do they all need from me? My sewing skills. Think about that. When you can have different sexes, different ages, different occasions, they're not all in, look, they all drastically different. So you have to lower yourself down to the 85-year-old. You got to speed yourself up to the 16-year-old, find out what their head is. The person going to Stellar Awards, you got to say, look, here's the picture, Miss Evelyn. I'm going to be, the Stellar Awards for BET is going to be filmed this Saturday. It'll be on TV next Saturday. So the next Saturday, I'll be able to show you the outfit that I made for the guy that's going to be featured at Stellar Awards. But when he showed me the picture was great. I said, but I need you to bring it back. He said, what do you mean? I said, it's off. I'm doing Miss Ellen now. It's off 1/8 of an inch. I said, it could be the way you're wearing it, but it's going to be on TV. And it needs to be right because they're going to look right down your throat. Okay. Have you ever seen somebody who had on an outfit and you wonder who their designer was? If the designer saw the proto shoot before they went on, they'll say, no, babe, that needs to be straight. That it's like, let's get it right. I said, just swing by it. Let me see it. Because it could have been the way you're wearing it, but I want to make sure it's right. And he brought it by and it was wrong. It was 1/8 off, just like I saw. I had to have that critical eye. So some of you are sewing now, you got a critical eye, right? And you're saying, it's not right. I'm mad. I can't get it right. Walk away. Do something simple and come back. Okay? Just do something simple. Walk away. Just say, oh, no, you ain't getting me today, baby. You know how you tell your child, your dog, hey, babe, you done had enough to eat. I don't want to hear it right now. Okay? So that's what you do. You make sure whatever you do, if you see it and it's not lining up right, especially if it's something that's going to be on a minister or someone who's a high official and they need it, you need them to be looking just right, right? But if it's something like a simple hat, go with a degree of error because it's handmade. Don't put yourself on a microscope for something that's small. Just say how you figure it out. Now, some of you who are doing some things, I'm listening to all of you. I'm talking strictly to the boot campers. I'm looking at all of you, and there's somebody that's in the camp that can help you do what you're doing better. And once we get further along, I'm going to connect you because we are a team, okay? Do you realize that when you're in a mall, the more stores, the better we do. When you're in your highway and you got 4 gas stations on each corner of the road, that's an affluent area. That means business is thriving, okay? When I show you this map and I say, where's your store? Where are you located? And I only got one person, I only got Pink over in Las Vegas. Okay, Mildred up in Portland. Okay, where are my other people at? So you who are watching, if you're not putting no skin in it, you're gonna miss out because there's so much business out there. They want to get with the main people. And now I'm not bragging, but I am bragging. The top people that are online, that owns the online businesses, guess who they asking to be on the phone with them? Yours truly. How does Black woman getting them to buy that stuff, y'all? What is she saying? Okay. So what I'm saying is I'm not just coaching you from what I think. I'm coaching you from what I know. And I'm coaching you from I am an influencer to them. They are saying, what is Evelyn making? What is she doing? What's her price range? And before I go, I'm going to give you this last thing about conversion rate. I want you to know about conversion rate. Write that down, conversion rate. Okay. Conversion rate means if you have 50 people come in your place, or you have thousands of people come in your place. Okay. When I say that, that's like online, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, right? If you got all these people watching you and you only get one sale out of hundreds of thousands of people, that's a very, very low conversion rate. Okay. When you get online and you got 500 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people viewed you, and you got, say, a 1 to 2% conversion rate, that's a good conversion rate. You have less people, but the thing about it is you got people who just interested in what you have to offer. When you have hundreds of thousands of people on other platforms, they're just seeing what you got out there. And you may get one sale. And that might be 0.00001 according to the amount of people that saw you for conversion rate. So the reason that you get in an area where you can make a bigger conversion rate, just say like today, if we had 100 people come through the store today and we had 5% to buy, that's a good conversion rate. Okay. Now, if we had 25 people to come in the store and 10 of them bought, that's a great conversion rate. Because some people are checking it out, but you got to realize the people that are checking it out are gone. We call them B-backs. I heard about this store. I saw it online. I wanted to make sure it was real. I want to make sure you have inventory. I want to make sure you got enough to choose from before I bring my family or my boss or my choir. Like today, I got one person come in. I'm from Egypt, and there's a Nigerian wedding, and people are going to need something for this wedding. I want to know if this is the place for me. Okay, I love it. Honey, which one you like? Which one should I get? Wrap it up. I'm taking it. That's an excellent conversion rate. She came in to check if the pond was full of fish. She liked the pond and she bought the fish and took it with her. That's an excellent conversion rate. So what I'm saying is for those who are in the boot camp, I want your conversion rate to be high. 1 or 2% is good because you're at a target audience. When you're doing Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, that means everybody see what you're doing, but only those few people that bought the membership is the conversion rate. Those people you hear every week, those are the conversion rate. Those are the people who are serious and want to get it done. So it's okay to have a low conversion rate if it's targeted to the people that you know will soon either be buying fabrics, classes, sharing stories, getting help, get to the next level. That's a good conversion rate. I'm gonna read your comments, but I want to thank everybody tonight. And Miss Learling, she's actually on tonight. And she has thank you to everybody. And Miss Learling, I know it's a tough time. And I'm glad that we can be here to help you through your storm. I want you to know that we care about you and your family. Okay. And those who are on the fence and those who are thinking about, can I do it? I want you to say, not can I do it, but show me how to do it. Show me what I got in my skill set that can help me get this coaching. Now, those who are getting the coaching, who has the stellar move right now, stellar move means you doing it, you making it, you got account set up. I want you to know it ain't nothing but the sky's the limit right now. You're gonna surpass way more than you think. You're gonna have to sit down. You're going to be in Bible study saying, oh, Lord, how did I do this? What happened? I was just over here crying for a couple $100. Now I done got blessed. And she told me that's just the beginning. Oh my goodness, how am I going to? You know what the Bible says? It says, this is one of my favorite ones, and I may not say it right. And excuse me for those who are not religious, but I want to tell you this anyway because it'll help you whether you are religious or not. He said, I will open a window and share a blessing. Lord have mercy. He didn't say open the door because you know what? The blessings are so much. If he opened the door, you would be like this. I can't take it. He said, I will open a door. I will open a window. I'll open a window to give you the blessing. So whatever you need, the blessing is there. So whenever you're having a bad day, say, Lord, I thank you. Give me the strength. For those who are being deported, for those who are scared of being deported, for those who are being shackled like they were prisoners, just keep the faith. Keep praying. And let's see how we can help each other through this storm. Because it's not easy. Life is tough. And you don't deserve it. You never did anything wrong. You don't deserve it. You got false hopes. You don't deserve it. And I'm telling you right now, everybody, you look next door, you go to the grocery store, you see somebody missing. You go to the classroom, you see the teacher missing. You look down the street, you see the students missing. You look in the church, you see the church is missing. Okay? So we got to pray. Life is hard. And we're not the judge, right? So that means life is hard. That means things that we don't normally do, we may have to do. Things that people that normally buy or sell different things that we like to eat, we got to do. Prices are going higher, so we got to build our inventory up, sell our items so we can stay afloat. And as their prices go up, guess what? Your prices go up. The last thing I'm going to say, I said that 2 last times ago, but the last thing I'm going to say, when you're building your product, you start at a good medium price, and then you do just like you see the market. Like if you're selling a hat for $45, okay, it's $45 now. Okay, in 4 or 5 months, if that hat starts taking off, you raise it to 47. 6, 7 months from now, you raise it to 49. Next year, you raise it to 52. So we got to raise our prices. But before we raise our prices, we got to make sure we got a net full of fish. Don't raise your price if you got one fish, one sardine. You know what I mean? You got to be competitive. You got to be trustworthy. You got to ship on time. If you can't ship on time, you got to say, excuse me, your item is in progress. Now, this is how it works. If you're shipping late, your item's in progress. And when you're shipping late and you communicate, it's okay. You're going to get a ding because it didn't arrive on time. But you're going to let that customer know you're working on that order. And guess what's going on? That customer is looking for other things to buy from you. Because that customer just wants your stuff now. And they want more of you. Think about that. People are going to be addicted to what you make. They're going to be addicted. I mean, they're going to be showing you stuff. Can you make something to go with this? And can you make something to go with that? And can you do this? Okay. And when they send you pictures, make sure they send you pictures of something that is not AI. So is this AI? Because that color is not really available. Okay, that's where you get the smarts from, right? All right, I'm gonna start strolling down, and I'm gonna see who got some skin in it. And I want you to know we are going to say Kennedy at the end of this. I want everybody is still with me. Before you say goodbye, I want Miss Learling to know that everybody that watches Evelyn's Creations Bootcamp channel know that her granddaughter made a difference in this world. She made a difference in this world. She did a lot at 26 years old, and she was on her way. And that could have been any of us or any of our children or our relatives. And she deserves to have her name spoken. She deserves to be heard. her family can come back and watch this channel and see that her grandmother put her out there and said, don't you take my granddaughter. You don't get the last say. I get the last say. I get the last word over my grandchild. So, Miss Lurleen, I want you to know you have been a blessing to me. Looking at your pictures, looking at what you're making, looking at what you're selling online, looking at how you believe in me and trust me to help you with your sewing career, how you allowed me to motivate you through your personal illness and keep it going and getting it done on time. Miss Lurleen said, can I have this fabric in 2 or 3 days? I got orders for it. Okay. We love you, Miss Lurleen. You are dear to us and want you to know that you're special to this whole team. All right. Now, for all the questions here, let's see how we can answer some to the top. Okay, Victoria is saying hello. Miss Lurleen was on at the beginning. She said hello. What the him? I love your top. Michelle Stringer, she says, good evening, Millionaire Divas. Okay, Michelle, I want you to say, you know what I love about Miss Michelle? Miss Michelle is always talking, but Miss Michelle, you're talking. Now, if you know you are a guy, most of the guys don't like to share their thoughts, right? But there are guys watching, but she said, the divas, okay, all right, guys, you better start talking because she done gave up to all the divas. I love that. Miriam selling something in Romania, y'all. Miriam, get up and walk around the sewing tables, girl. Marion got about 10 sewing tables, y'all. Marion got a sewing station for this, a hat station for this, a quilt station for this, print for this, boom, boom. She got her own assembly line. So when that order came up, she was, Miss Evelyn, look. You deserve it, Miriam. You do so much. You deserve it. You deserve it. You'll be starting off as an international seller. And everybody that's selling, hit yes, you sell international. Now, also with that note, 75% of all sales in the world, 75% of all sales in the world is where? Is it overseas or is it in the United States? Okay, here's the answer. 75% of all sales is in the United States. However, the 25%, we don't leave it on the table. We take the crumbs, baby. We take the gems, baby. The people overseas, they usually spend more money and they pay the tariffs and they love it and they give you wonderful reviews and they're willing to wait 30 days to get it because it can take up to 30 days to ship overseas. So Miriam has started her store overseas on the top. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Constance, I love this. Constance Hepson is always saying, good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. How are you, millionaires? She said, okay, they're having a storm in Indiana and they had a horrible tornado in Indiana. So she was having some difficulties, but this is Constance. She's still at it. She said, I go to bed early and I wake up early. So she's on it early. I go to bed late, but I still wake up early. Okay. What the him said, wow, that is amazing. Linda Brown, how you doing, Linda Brown? She says, good evening, everyone. So Pearl's Creation says hello. She said, congratulations to Marion. And I know you love to hear your name, right? Miss Lurleen been on the whole live. I hope we made your evening lighter, Miss Lurleen. I hope that you could feel, I get the chills now. I hope you could feel the love that we have for you and your family right now. Okay, this is Miss Mary Jones. Mary make quilts now. Mary make draperies. Anyone need draperies? Go to Mary Jones. Actually, call me and I will transfer you to Mary. I have her personal number and I will make sure she's ready for you. That's how we do it. We don't just give out your personal information, but Miss Mary Jones is a bad mama jamma when it comes to drapes and other things. But Drake Crystals are special. She says here, I've been sitting at my computer waiting on your live. For some reason, your YouTube doesn't give me access right away. I need to contact YouTube to see what's up. I have a new YouTube premium that need to be fixed. I need YouTube. Okay, let me tell you what's going on with YouTube. YouTube was spending a lot of money and just pushing your picture out to different people, right? So my lives are Thursday evening between 8:35 and 8:45, depending on how the store is closing out. Because once I get on live, I can't take no calls. Nobody can come in. Security has to sweep and everything, right? So you're not getting notifications. You got to know it. And what happens once you start knowing it and you start to look in, they'll start back feeding you. What they're doing with the algorithm, they're trying to find out what else you like. And if you're watching a lot of other stuff or you haven't logged in a while, they say, well, maybe she's not interested in that no more. So anyway, Miss Mary, thank you for finding us tonight. And I look forward to talking to you before I go on vacation, because we got to chit chat. We're going to get you there. We're going to get you there. She's already busy. You know what Miss Mary is doing? She's preparing for a rainy day. She's preparing for a rainy season. She's preparing for a flood. She's preparing for whatever life can take her to, and make sure she can come out alive and strong and better. And that's what I love about Miss Mary. Miss Mary said, hey, I'm busy, but I need this too. I already know I need this. But what's good about online business, you can schedule when you're going to get stuff done. When people come right to your face, you got to take that money right now and get that stuff started. But your online business will supplement when nothing is coming. And as you're preparing, you got stuff already made. So Pearl's Creations expressing her condolences. She's saying thank you for all. She's working on the quilt right now. And I want to see the quilt, Miss Lurleen. When you finish it, let us see the quilt of Kennedy. Miriam is sending her sympathies. Victoria Long, my prayers are with you. Thank you all for giving her some energy tonight. I love that. I love how we're talking to each other. Linda Brown, condolences, heartfelt. Pink, hello, Pink. I miss you, Pink. What's going on in Vegas? You got to catch up. I call you tomorrow. I'll wait 3 hours and call you tomorrow and see how you're doing. Constance says, keeping everybody in prayer. Constance actually come on after Bible study. You know, Constance she be getting in from all angles, and that's why she's going to be great. She said that's will, not word, to not have a coach thing. That's right. You will have it. If you're a believer, Jesus said that they have to go out to buy too so they can do it for themselves. That's right. If you're a believer, you got to know how to do it. You got to go out and strive to know how to do it yourself. That's what Constance is saying. And then other cultures, basically it's about the same, but it's in a different religion or a different aspect of how you find a way to help you through life. So yes, we have to find a way that we can help ourselves out. And then this is a confession for Constance. She says, listen to this, everybody. I love this. She said, I was wondering and thought that I could do it by myself. I'm telling you, all of it don't work. Okay. And that's what I'm telling you. Even if you think you got it, there's a lot of things that you don't know. And you don't even know to ask. You know how they say you don't know that you don't know? Like if you never wrote in script or cursive and you just writing letters out like this, and 5 years from now they told you they took it out of school and you don't even know that they were cursive. And before cursive, you know what it was? It was shorthand. I still remember how to do shorthand and how to write a whole paragraph in shorthand and how to sign. Okay. So you don't know that you don't know, and you have to get with somebody, and you got to get somebody that's now that as they get older, you already have it practiced and you can spread it. Remember, things they were once told in stories and they were written in stones. so that people could never take away. They wrote everything in stones. And then they start blowing up stuff because they didn't want people to know what the word was. They didn't want to know how to get to the next town. And the stones would have maps and pictures and stuff. Okay, this is Mary Jones. She said, Mr. Uline, customized and great customer service. Yes, Uline is a great one. Everybody, even if you don't have any coaching from me right now, I want you to open up a Uline account. Start that right now. Get a Uline account. That's ULINE. Okay. Okay, Soul Pearls Creation, she said Uline was one of her vendors when she was in the workforce. Okay. This is what the hymn, she says, I bought from Uline for years, boxes to use to ship my paintings. That is so good. Yes. And they, you know what happens with Uline? They don't take it for granted. Uline is a US made company. They started a little warehouse. Now they're in every major city, 3 and 4 warehouses deep. And so they still know that there's competition. So they come to your store. They see how many things you're doing. Oh, we need to go talk to her. Thousands and thousands of boxes are going to her. We need to go see what this lady doing. Let me go look at her store. What if I didn't have it? They came in this, and this is not their first time. They've came 4 times. The last 4 years, they come every year because our sales are increasing. So they're coming. Okay. In fact, he took a picture of my invoice. I said, look, I sent something back. I haven't been credited for it. Can you help me with that? I got you. I got you. Okay, this is Mary. Sister, I have been buying some things from Walmart that I probably should have purchased from Uline for the reason for you just started. That's for that. Yeah, because see, you buy stuff for convenience, but you got to turn it into buying stuff for having a bigger pot of gold that you may need. And then, so if you have that bigger pot of gold, you don't care if your personal checking account has a low balance because you're paying the bills. And after a while, those bills that you're paying with your personal money, you will shift it over because if your whole business is in your house, you should be using business credit for that, not your personal credit. You should have unlimited amounts of credit that can get all that stuff done. And you just take baby steps. And before you know it, you'll have personal credit way up here. I mean, you have business credit way up here and personal credit right here. So you will have a whole flip-flop. Okay, we're almost at the end here. What the hymn say? I appreciate your honesty. This is a great info from Miriam. My cousins say I'm a general store. That's right. You know what? If somebody tell you you are a one-stop shop, tell them you're not a general store. You're a one-stop shop. Sell some peanuts, some water, some Kool-Aid, whatever you got. Bake that pie, whatever it takes. When you pay the light bill, they don't care where the money came from, right? So general store, I know I would have been Miss Kitty in the daggone back with Gunsmoke. I'd have been selling nails and hay and everything. Okay, I love Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty was using women too, y'all. I wouldn't do that. I don't think I'd be like that. But Miss Kitty she was sharp, a sharp dresser too. Miss Kitty that's Gunsmoke. If you ever want to learn how to make some hats, look at some dresses or look at some styles, go on the Grit channel and look at Gunsmoke. If you can get through all the shooting, okay, every time somebody got to shoot, that's why they got to kill somebody all the time. So somebody's shooting on the Grit channel, but look at the fashion. Look at the fashion. Okay, I said I wasn't going to be long, but y'all got it good tonight. Okay, Soul Pearls Creations is saying this is kind of thinking of the poverty mindset. But see, we don't know we're in a poverty mindset because we're thinking bargain. We're not thinking of plenty. That's how that Candace say good and plenty. We're not thinking of good and plenty. Okay, Uline also offers gifts after you spend certain amounts. Yes. Great helpful information. This is what the hymn. I have to get over being afraid of feeling myself again, making stuff. You know what? Even if you're making stuff and you're afraid, you can put the camera just on what you're making. You know, if you don't want to see yourself on video, you know, if you don't want to see that you're not perfect. I mean, I still say, look, I'm a country girl. That's my excuse. But it's not an excuse, it's the truth. So if some out of place, I don't have a makeup artist, I get into it. All right. Okay, this is pink. Okay, wait a minute. So Pearl's great. You told me to make some jewelry and I'm making my first pair of earrings. Wow, great. I want to see those earrings. Pink says, yes, this makes sense. Get in the groove first before you tackle something hard. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Yeah, because you know what? When you sit down, before you sit down, if you know something is difficult, this is how to get over difficult moments. And this is when you make a difficult outfit and it starts to sell, and then you dread making it because it's so difficult. You be like, oh, why did I make that so hard? Or it's too many pieces. You do something, make 3 or 4 things, quick things, and build up your inventory, even if it's a lap napkin or if it's a headband or a head wrap or a scarf. You see a piece of fabric, 2 yards of fabric, cut it in half, sew around the 4 corners, sew around the 4 corners. You got 2 scarves right there in 20 minutes. And now you done got your mind ready to get into that headache piece that somebody want and they're very critical about it. Okay, so Pearl's Creations, and she's gonna be in Charlotte. All right. Mildred Desserts, I'm gonna have to listen later. I'm driving. All right, Miss Mildred. Now, Miss Mildred gonna be listening. She will be that. Okay, we're gonna say yes and amen. We're gonna end with Pink because she said yes and amen. And what better way to end the night? Thank you all for being great boot camp members. Thank you all who are faithfully renewing your membership. All those who are out there who want to be on a winning channel, this is the best of the best of the best. And we don't just talk about sewing. We want whatever your gift is to thrive. And we want to make sure you get business coaching so that you can make the money that you need available to you before you need it, right? What about if you needed money before you need it and you had the card or the resource that just would take your signature? In fact, they don't even take your signature. When you do a binding contract, you make a signature, right? When you get with these companies, they just trust you. Once you get into that ballpark, they just trust you. What's your name? What's your number? What's your phone number? How much you make per year? What do you need? And they trust you. And when they trust you, their friends trust you. And when the other friends trust you, their other friends trust you. And when you need something, they do not delay. They hit it and they ship it the same day. If it's before 5 o'clock, you can go ask a friend to come over. It might take them 2 or 3 days. When you call these companies and they trust you, they're only going to talk to you if they trust you. If they talk to you, they trust you, they ship. What better way to make life easy? And they drivers come in clean, ready to give you what you want. They'll put it wherever you want them to have it, wherever you want to have it, right? Everybody, love you so much. Talk to you soon. I will be on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. And if you got any questions, text me 407-590-8767. Anyone that want to get coaching, 407-590-8767. Take care, everybody. We love you, Kennedy. We miss you, Kennedy. Rest in power, my sister. Rest in power. Rest in power. Amen, everybody.